Episode 54.
Right, that's the one. What class is that battle god anyway?
Although Tang Ru hadn't even remembered the name of the battle god, One Autumn Leaf, Chen Guo's constant mentions had at least left some impression on her. But the character with a stronger presence was the launcher, Dancing Rain. She was the direct reason Chen Guo also chose to play a launcher. Chen Guo's #1 idol, the character she talked about the most. As she spoke, Tang Ru glanced over at Chen Guo and immediately saw the look of dejection on her face.
What's wrong?
Tang Ru was taken aback. In the 2 years she'd known Chen Guo, she'd grown accustomed to seeing her angry. But seeing her look this melancholy, that was a first.
Ye Qiu has retired.
Surprise, EQ? Cleus. So you're the master of One Autumn Leaf? And what about One Autumn Leaf?
One Autumn Leaf is still here, but
Chen Guo couldn't quite put this relationship into words. In the cold, impersonal world of the professional league, characters and players were starkly divided into two separate entities. For glory players, some envy the powerful characters of the pros, while others admire the incredible skill of the players themselves. So, for a title like Battle God, some initially believed it belonged to One Autumn Leaf, while others argued it was more fitting for the player behind the avatar. There was debate on this point, but gradually, in disputes like this, the title was awarded to the character because the character is the permanent fortress, while the player is just a passing soldier. Players can demand transfers. Their skills can decline, or they can fall out of fashion. They will eventually retire, but a character never does. As long as the club is willing, the character can remain firmly in their grasp, growing stronger all the while. The longer a character exists, the more skill points it can accumulate, and the more formidable its equipment can become. The characters currently dominating Glory were almost all created in the first server, existing for close to a decade now. Their players have changed countless times, yet their legendary status has never once faded since the day it was forged. Flowers may bloom again, but youth never returns. A powerful character in the hands of a powerful player can truly show its might. But for the players, no one can defy the laws of nature. Time is a merciless killer. Yet Ye Qiu and One Autumn Leaf were a rare exception. Character and operator remained partners for a full decade, a feat unmatched in the entire league, while other characters changed hands and players faded into the background, leaving only their titles behind. The title of Battle God was one that Ye Qiu and One Autumn Leaf shared. From the very day that title was first spoken, the Battle God belonged to them both. But in the end, One Autumn Leaf is just a character, and Ye Qiu is still just a player. The player is destined to step aside first, leaving the character to carry the name forward forever. While other legendary avatars had already changed hands multiple times, this was the first time for the Battle God. That's why so many players felt a pang of sorrow. Why Chen Guo would grow somber at the mere mention of the Battle God. One Autumn Leaf. For him, the moment Ye Qiu left, the title of Battle God instantly felt incomplete. Something that had held so much meaning was suddenly torn away. Tang Ru couldn't understand the depth of Chen Guo's sorrow. She could only sit quietly beside her, wordlessly holding her hand. But Chen Guo was Chen Guo, after all. She'd already grieved hard enough yesterday. Lingering in sorrow just wasn't her style. Her gloom was fleeting, and her spirit quickly soared once more. Chen Guo looked at Tang Ru and said,
the Battle God's class is a battle mage. So what? You want to give it a try?
Sure. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be the one to master One Autumn Leaf. I could be the next battle god.
Compared to beating Ye Qiu, this goal is 1,000 times more noble, little Tang. You've got to make that your goal and go for it.
Sure.
Tang Ru gave a slight, approving nod.
Alright, let me tell you about the Battle Mage class right now. The Battle Mage is a magic class that uses spells to enhance themselves for close quarters combat. There are 2 weapon specializations, the Long Staff or the Battle Spear. The staff has an attack speed of 8, so it's quick. The Battle Spear is slower, with a speed of 2, but it hits harder and has a wider reach. Personally, I prefer the Battle Spear. It's just more imposing. How could you call yourself the Battle God without that kind of domineering aura? See? One autumn leaf uses a battle spear. Ah, there was this one time oh right, about battle mages. The battle mage's core traits are the magic runes that boost their own stats, and the fighter's will learned upon awakening. Especially fighter's will. It's a passive skill that lets the player's own technique directly enhance the character's power. If you see a battle mage getting stronger and stronger, don't be surprised. One autumn leaf is hailed as the battle god precisely because of Yekyu's skill.
Guogo?
Alright, let's watch the video. I'll explain as we go, okay?
Tang Ru nodded. Amused, did Chen Guo really need to search online for videos of the battle god? She had plenty of those herself. She had no idea how many she'd collected, but she'd pull one up and launch into an animated explanation for Tang Ru. But as he went on, his explanations gave way to pure amazement.
Look! That's it, 88 back-to-back hits. Hey, do you know how many stats this adds to Battle Spirit? What a fool! He just walked right into it.
Hey Guoguo, don't you think I should start with something more basic? You're having me study the most elite battle mage masters right from the start.
Oh, I see. Let me look for it then.
The two girls became completely absorbed in studying the battle mage, so much so that when a junior net cafe attendant came to call them for dinner, Chen Guo impatiently shooed him away until a voice came from behind her, one that had been perking Chen Guo right up for the past couple of days.
Learning to be a battle mage.
Yexu?
Chen Guo immediately turned her head.
What? What's it to you?
Xiao Tang wants to play a battle mage. I can teach you that.
No need.
Boss, do you have any idea what you just turned down?
Chen Guo completely ignored Ye Shu and turned to Tang Ru.
These are all Yekyu's battle mage guides. See? I've organized them all for you, from the basics to the advanced, covering stats, skills, and gear, practical techniques, experience, tips, training methods, and all these supporting videos and highlight reels.
Tang Ru nodded repeatedly.
You'd rather try to figure it out on your own than accept live instruction.
Don't even think about it. Could your coaching ever compare to even 1/10,000th of these guides?
Well, don't come crying to me later.
Shut up.
Chen Guo didn't even look back, but Tang Ru turned and gave Yexu a smile.
I'll come to you for advice if I run into any problems.
You'll have plenty soon enough. The guide you're reading is 9 years old. In that time, the system's been adjusted, and player skill has evolved. The guide's still usable, but there are 4 key points you need to watch out for. The things it mentions are completely unsuited for a modern battle mage.